Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Chris and you're watching V-Sense. So on today's video, we're going to be talking about spring fragrances. We are approaching spring very soon. Technically, it's now here. However, we are going to be looking at fragrances that are my top picks for this spring season. You know, spring is all about kind of in between cold and in between the warm months. It's usually rainy, it's usually kind of windy, and it depends on place to place. At least where I am, it gets extremely humid as well sometimes. So let's go through these fragrances and see what my top picks are for you and why I have picked them. So I haven't picked any of these fragrances in any particular order. I have actually selected these fragrances based on their smell, their performance, their longevity. Some of them are going to be better than others. Some of them are going to be, you know, more mainstream than others. And some of them are going to be a little bit more unique to my list than what you would see somewhere else. So let's get right into it. The first one that I have here is by the House of Prada. So this is the beautiful bottle here. This is part of their OLFACTORIES collection, which is Prada's interpretation of a private line. These are a little bit weird to find here in the USA. Now, if you go onto Prada's website, you're able to find it a little bit more. However, a lot of them still show as, you know, sold out and so on and so forth. But these are pretty expensive. These are $300 US and you get 3.4 fluid ounces. And this is what the bottle looks like. Very nice. It's a very heavy Italian glass bottle. It does have the label up here, some information about the fragrance in the back, some at the bottom as well. You get a nice Prada cap here. Very nice. Very beautiful actual presentation to the fragrance itself. So the reason I've picked Double Dare as one of the ones to go for this is because if you know Prada, at least the traditional Prada fragrances, they are known for being clean, soapy, powdery, and this is what this fragrance is. It's clean, it's soapy, it's powdery. It's like grabbing, infusing the iris by Prada and it making it better. So it's making it more modern, more refined, more tasteful, a lot cleaner, a lot more 21st century, and it just makes it, you know, a very understated fragrance, but it's perfect for the spring, summer months, especially for the spring months, because it does play with your body chemistry a little bit more. Definitely, I would say it gives a fresher vibe to it, a very spring vibe, you know, very new you, new look, new year. So certainly I would check out Double Dare by Prada as it's a really good fragrance. Next one I have here is by Atelier Cologne. This fragrance house is no longer available in the United States. That's very sad because they did have some pretty great offerings as a cologne house itself. The one we have here is Rose Anonymous, something like that. So this is what the bottle looks like. They weren't anything to write home about when it comes to their actual packaging itself. You know, it's a very simplistic, generic, you know, bottle, but very different to a lot of other actual manufacturers as well. So very nice. This fragrance is, you know, rose. It is, you know, lots of citrus. It's lots of sandalwood. It's lots of oud. But it grabs all of those actual heavy fragrance notes and it makes them very light, very fresh, very daytime, very wearable, very perfect for the summertime. So it's a cologne that has heavier notes in it, but they are done so well that it can be worn either in a hotter day or a colder day, which is sadly what the spring's all about. You know, there's one day that's cold, one day that's hot, and this fragrance is definitely the perfect occasion for all of those days. So definitely check this one out. It is one of my favorite fragrances. I wish I could get a bigger bottle somewhere, but definitely a really great scent. Do not sleep on this one before it's completely gone. The next one is by Acqua di Parma. This is Colonia Club. This fragrance is perfect. So they have come out with a new Colonia Club, which is a transparent bottle with the green label. This is a traditional Colonia Club, the OG in the house. And the reason I've selected this one is because it has a beautiful mint note. So it grabs the Colonia heritage, that beautiful cologne type of fresh, clean, citric type of smell, and it adds that mint into it, which adds that little bit of freshness and refinement, a little bit of modernity into a fragrance as well. This is perfect for gentlemen, but it's also perfect for ladies that like those type of scents as well. So I would certainly say to check this one out. And you can also get this fragrance fairly highly discounted on discounters' websites. So I would certainly say Colonia Club is one to get. Next one's by the House of Burberry, and this is out of their bespoke or signature range. This is their private line. It's a very expensive, very unique line, very beautiful fragrances, and the one we have here is called High Tea. I had a love-hate relationship with this fragrance when I first got it. I thought it was very boring, very generic, very one out of the bunch, and it's actually not once you wear it. It has those nice tea notes, those nice citric notes, those touches of floral, and it really makes it very refined, very modern with the woody touches and aspects to it. It is a tea fragrance done well and done in an English manner. So obviously we're going into a very rainy season. It really reminds me of the English country weather with lots of rain and beautiful weather. So certainly check out High Tea by Burberry, as you will not be disappointed. The next one's by Louis Vuitton, and it is City of Stars. This beautiful bottle is just, to die for. It's absolutely great. It's absolutely beautiful. It is one of those fragrances that is very nice, very understated as well. It's done very tastefully. It has floral notes, it has citric notes, it has woodsy elements in it as well. It's a very well-rounded fragrance, but it has those nice warmth to it that I have not been able to find in another citric-based fragrance. It's inspired by Hollywood, obviously, and it's very true to that, and I would certainly say to check this one out, as you won't be able to find something that smells just like this one. And the last one I have is by Giorgio Armani. This is Armani Privé, which is his private line as well. This is Armani Santal Dan Sha. It is one of the newer ones, or the newest one in the Privé line. It is perfect. This fragrance is well-rounded. It is a sandalwood fragrance, but it's not your traditional grandpa sandalwood. It is a sandalwood that really has a modern touch to it, a more new age type of sandalwood. It has citric parts in it. It's very private island resort, very yacht, very clean, very fresh, very modern, very sophisticated, and it's true a unisex fragrances. Although most of the time unisex fragrances tend to either lean masculine or feminine, I would say this one is right smack in the middle. If you wear it and you're a female, you'll get a different vibe out of it than a guy would. And that's a very nice thing to do because you can both share a fragrance and call it a day. So definitely check out Armani Privé's Santal Don Shaw, as it's a perfect scent for the spring. So those are my picks for the spring. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. Also make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe as well for more fragrance related content, and I'll see you guys on next time's video. Bye.